My wife says that I'm an internal processor. This means that when I'm confronted with new information, I tend to keep my thoughts to myself until I feel like I have a good understanding. It also means that when I get upset with someone, I tend to just think about it, and then I get upset later or get angry later rather than right in that moment. And then I start to get angrier and angrier as I continue to think about it, and it feels like people's faults start to kind of add up. And so this week's memory verses really helped me slow down in those moments of overthinking. It comes from Ephesians chapter 4, and it's verses 2 and 3. And Paul says, "Always be humble and gentle. Be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love. Make every effort to keep yourselves united in the Spirit, binding yourselves together with peace." And I think this is just the perfect verse to remind us of why we are memorizing Scripture this year. We're not doing this to just grow in knowledge, but we're doing this because we want to slow down and really spend some time with these words. We want to meditate on it and let it fill our minds, and we want our minds to be filled with these things so that they shape our everyday life. We want to memorize these verses so that we can be changed and transformed. If I have this verse running through my mind, I'm more likely to notice when I'm not being gentle or when I'm lacking in humility. I'm more likely to be stopped in my overthinking because I'll have these words filling my mind, right? And so I challenge you to slow down this week. Fill your mind and your thoughts with these words and check yourself, test yourself consistently with each line. Was I humble? Am I making allowance for other people's faults because of love? And when you fail, remember that God also wants to make allowance for our faults, and He wants to be united with us through His Son.